In this video, I'm going to talk about some simple ways to protect yourself when you're blogging, podcasting, or starting a YouTube channel. Welcome to the next video in the Protect Your Author Business series, where I teach you how to protect the various areas of your writing business. To get caught up on the rest of the series, click the link in the video description or the YouTube card above my head, depending on where you're watching this. And as a disclaimer, I am not an attorney, so don't take anything in this video as legal advice, but I am simply drawing on my experience as a blogger and my experience as an insurance professional who has seen the effects of these types of claims that come about from blogging mistakes firsthand. Blogging, podcasting, video marketing. Whatever you choose, you have one of the most effective marketing tools in history at your disposal. Not only can you express yourself and bring people into your gravitational field, you can reach people all over the world, and best of all, sell things to them. Quick level set. For this video, when I say blogging, please note that I'm also referring to podcasting and video because the exposures are similar. Blogging can be fraught with perils. If you don't protect yourself, you can end up in a lot of trouble. I ran a blog myself for 2 years, and I also wrote content and maintained blogs for commercial companies. And I saw some crazy stuff. So let's talk about some silly things bloggers do that can get them sued so that you can learn from that and stay out of trouble. Number one, and this is the most obvious, but I have to keep coming back to it, is that they use copyrighted media without permission. I know, it's like the 92nd time I've talked about copyright in my videos, but we're going to do it again. If you want to use any content, images, text, quotes, songs, or video clips, you need to have permission. There are general rules of thumb when it comes to certain kinds of content. For example, it's totally okay to embed a YouTube video on your blog, as long as that video itself doesn't have some sort of copyright infringement. Also okay to quote another blog post for the purposes of discussion, as long as you give credit and a link back to that blogger's site. But when it comes to things like quoting books, posting copyrighted music, or using photography that you found on Google Images, then you need permission. Some simple ways around this are to use Creative Commons search to get images that are available for commercial use. You could also email someone to get their permission to use their content. Or you could simply forgo all those things altogether and pay money for royalty-free images and content. But take my advice when I say that a blog post with nothing but text is better than a blog post with copyrighted images that you don't have permission to use. That even extends to my YouTube channel. For example, when I'm doing screen shares, I have to be very conscious about the content that appears in my videos when I'm scrolling down on my computer. Even an inadvertent screen share of copyrighted material could be infringement. Learn copyright, guys. If you're going to blog, if you're going to develop a career as an authorpreneur, you need to protect yourself. And if you don't have time to learn copyright and permissions, well, I'm just going to be honest. It's just a matter of time before your blogging career and your writing career goes up in smoke. I know it's harsh, but sorry, it's true. The second area where I see bloggers get into trouble is with negative blog posts. Nothing wrong with being negative or critical about someone, but you need to think about it. If you're going to criticize someone, then be prepared to make an enemy. Some people don't care about making enemies, and honestly, in the interest of journalism and information, we need people like that in this industry. But what ends up happening is that people write posts that they think are funny or clever, and they end up in libel territory. And the next thing you know, they're getting sued because of something they wrote that wasn't actually funny or clever, it was defamatory. If you don't know what defamation is, look it up and learn it well. If you're going to criticize someone, keep it to the question at hand. Keep it to the facts. And be darn sure your facts are correct. If you can't do that, then, like everyone's grandmother says, don't say anything at all. That is why I personally choose not to make any videos that portray people or products in a negative light. It's a personal choice. I have enough enemies as it is without making ranty videos. Also, as a former commercial liability claims adjuster and an insurance professional, I've seen libel and slander cases, and trust me, they are not pretty. The next area where I see bloggers get into trouble is that they're not observing best security practices. If you own your own domain, make sure you purchase a private listing. Use a P.O. box instead of your physical address. Use a strong password. Don't allow anyone to access your blog other than the people that need it. Always make sure your WordPress or whatever blogging software you use is up to date. Be careful about sharing personal photos online. Have a backup plan just in case something happens. Have a policy on how to handle trolls. This is simple stuff, but you'd be surprised how many people don't think about it. My advice is to treat your blog like you treat your home. Keep strong locks on the door and change them often. You can't prevent someone from breaking in, but you can do your darndest to make it as difficult as possible for them. Follow those steps and you'll run a clean blog that'll do what it's intended to do. attract people to your platform. No strategy is ever 100% safe, and as I say in all my videos, nothing I ever give you is legal advice, but you want to do everything you can to minimize the chances of a lawsuit or, an angry person at you on the other end. If you don't, it could be at your own risk. That's it for this video. If this is your first time watching, I'd love to have you subscribe, and if this video helped you in some way, do me a favor and click the like button. Thanks for watching.